Just a PSA, I didn't give nobody permission to be around my kids, so I hope everyone's on the same page when I pull up. That was the warning that set the internet on fire. Moments later, another clip surfaced. Say, "What's up to baby butter?" And the situation spiraled fast. Because what happens when a man walks out of prison after 2 years and both his baby mamas show up ready for war on the same day? That's exactly what went down when Blueface stepped out those gates. The moment he tried to reconnect with his kids at an indoor playground, Crazy and Rock pulled up with their son, and instantly the air turned electric. What should have been a quiet family reunion turned into a viral circus, emotions flaring, cameras flashing, everyone online watching in real time as the drama unfolded. In typical Blueface fashion, peace wasn't waiting for him outside those gates. Chaos was. But here's where the story takes a wild left turn, the kind nobody saw coming. Just as that playground clip started blowing up online, Blueface's other baby mama, Jaden Alexis, caught wind of it and said, "Oh, absolutely not." Within hours, she pulled up to the same spot, ready to make her presence known. And that's when things went from drama to full-blown chaos. See, while Blueface was sitting behind bars for nearly 2 years, Crazy and Rock wasn't exactly living like she was holding it down. The internet's been buzzing for months about her being seen with his rivals and even dating 2 other men. Now, suddenly, she's acting like she's been loyal since day one, trying to play happy family the moment he steps out. But when these 2 women came face to face over the same man, it turned into the kind of scene that even reality TV couldn't script. Stick around, because what happened next explains everything, from why Blueface was really locked up to which baby mama walked away from this chaos with the upper hand. So, here's the real story. According to his former manager, Whack 100, the reason Blueface ended up behind bars wasn't just bad luck, it was bad decisions. He violated his probation by going right back to Las Vegas, the one place he was explicitly told to avoid. Whack warned him straight up, "Stay out of Vegas. We're fighting an attempted murder case." But when Crazy said she wanted to go and Blue tried to explain he couldn't, she hit him with that "you listening to your daddy?" kind of challenge, and instead of staying smart, Blueface folded. That trip to Vegas didn't just cost him a weekend. It cost him 2 years of his freedom. That's when things really took a turn for the worse. While in Vegas, Blueface and Crazy ran into a fan who shouted, "Rock, we love you, but we hate him," pointing straight at Blue. Crazy, pregnant at the time and not one to back down, immediately swung on the girl. In the chaos, Blueface tried to defuse the situation by snatching the fan's phone to delete the video, but that quick decision cost him big. Because the phone was valued at over $800, authorities hit him with a robbery charge, even though he returned it less than a minute later. That one charge violated his probation back in California, instantly turning a heated moment into a legal disaster. Suddenly, he was staring down 4 years of mandatory prison time. Thankfully, his lawyer pulled off some serious damage control and got it reduced to 300 days in county jail, but the damage was done. The entire mess could have been avoided if he'd just listened to Whack and stayed out of Vegas. That trip turned into one of the most expensive mistakes of his life. And now, while Blueface is trying to rebuild, the women in his life are keeping the drama alive. So before we dive into the chaos that followed, let's break down the 2 women at the center of this storm, starting with Jaden Alexis. Jaden Alexis, she's the original, the day one baby mama and the mother of Blueface's 2 oldest kids, Javon and Journey. She's been in his life the longest, the calm in the chaos, the one who's always seemed to bring some sense of order when everything else was spinning out. When Blueface talks about the most important girl in his life, he's talking about Jaden's daughter, Journey. Then there's Crazy and Rock, the unpredictable wild card who showed up later and flipped everything upside down. According to Whack 100, Crazy went from being homeless to stepping into Blueface's world overnight, with no roadmap, no structure, and a whole lot of growing up to do in public. She's the mother of his youngest, Crazy Jr., affectionately called CJ, and the tension between her and Jaden has been boiling for years. But things really exploded once Crazy got pregnant. Jaden felt blindsided, like this new relationship came out of nowhere and tore apart the family dynamic she'd worked hard to hold together. And then came the disrespect, the kind that goes viral and leaves people speechless. While Blueface was locked up, Krazian was out here living like she didn't have a man behind bars. Word is, she had not one, but two different boyfriends while he was serving time. First, she linked with a local rapper, but that ended quick when he realized her world still revolved around Blueface. The man even told her straight up, "Go get your baby daddy." Then she moved on to another guy, one already juggling 3 kids and a messy situation of his own. His ex went online blasting both of them, calling out his parenting and even saying Krazian should be disciplined for letting herself get played. To make matters worse, Krazian was all over social media, kissing, twerking, cozying up with these men, and hopping on live streams talking about focusing on herself and getting closer to God. The internet caught every second of it, and fans knew the moment Blueface got out, there was going to be fireworks. And sure enough, when those prison gates finally opened, you could tell from the look on his face. Blueface was done with the games and ready to reclaim his family. The moment Blueface got out, the first thing on his mind wasn't music, money, or fame. It was his kids. He headed straight to see Javon and Journey, and at first, everything looked peaceful. The setting was an indoor playground, bright lights, laughing kids, arcade noises, but that calm didn't last long. Out of nowhere, Krazian pulled up with baby CJ, and you could feel the shift instantly. The air got thick. Blueface's mom, Carlisa, looked tense, her polite tone doing little to hide what she was really thinking. Why is she even here? Blueface tried to keep things cool, bouncing between his kids, calling CJ by every nickname he could think of, Junior, Sonny, Little Man, like he was trying to hold everything together with words alone. But the energy in that room told another story. Krazian, meanwhile, walked in acting like nothing had ever happened, like she hadn't just spent months online with new men while Blueface sat behind bars. She smiled, played her part, and talked about reconnecting as a family, as if the internet hadn't seen every video, every kiss, every live stream. But the receipts don't lie, and when that footage hit social media, it was only a matter of time before Jade and Alexa saw it. And she did. Her reaction? Swift and savage. She jumped online and dropped a now viral PSA. "I didn't give nobody permission to be around my kids. So I hope everyone's on the same page when I pull up because I'm on my way." No hesitation, no filter. Within hours, she was en route to the same spot, ready to set boundaries face to face. And honestly, you can't blame her. Jaden has been in this man's life since before the fame, before the chaos. She's the mother of his first 2 kids, the one who held it down when everything else was falling apart. So, for Krazian to walk into that family space, after everything that went down, and act like she still had a seat at the table, that hit deep. This whole saga boils down to 2 things that mean everything in their world: loyalty and respect. While Blueface was locked up, Krazian was out here moving like she didn't know him either, and that, more than anything, is what turned a family visit into a full-blown showdown. While Blueface was serving time, Krazian was out here moving like she had no ties, posting videos, hanging with other men, and living like her baby daddy didn't even exist. But the second those prison gates opened, she flipped the script, trying to play the role of the devoted baby mama. That's not how it works, especially in the kind of world they come from. There's an unwritten rule in the streets. When your man's locked up, how you carry yourself speaks volumes. And Krazian broke that code, no question. Jaden, though, kept it solid. She stayed focused on her kids, avoided the chaos, and carried herself with composure. So when she saw Krazian pop up at a family gathering, acting like she still belonged in that space, it wasn't just disrespectful, it was a straight-up violation. The real tragedy in all this isn't the beef, though, it's the kids caught in the crossfire. Blueface's 3 children, Javon, Journey, and little CJ, deserve peace and love, not drama and tension. You can see Blueface trying to juggle it all in the footage, bonding with CJ while trying to keep things cool between the mothers. But that tension is thick, and it's obvious he's walking a tightrope just to be a dad. Meanwhile, Krazian's sudden change of heart feels desperate. Sources say she started talking about saving money for Blueface, calling it for my baby daddy and my son, trying to prove her loyalty after the fact. She's even been saying he has every right to hate her and that she'd never lie on him. But let's be real, her past actions already said everything her words can't undo. By contrast, Jaden's response was all class and control. She didn't rant online or make threats. She simply drew a line and stood on it. Her now viral post made it clear, no woman she doesn't approve of is going to be around her kids, period. And pulled up in person to back that up, it sent a message louder than any post ever could. Jaden wasn't chasing clout or drama. She was defending her children, her peace, and the place she's earned in that man's life. In her world, that's not hostility. That's motherhood with boundaries. I'm not no pushover when it comes to my kids. Jaden made that crystal clear. Ain't just anybody gonna be around them. It don't work like that over here. That statement alone spoke volumes, not just to the internet, but to Blueface himself. The message was simple. If you want to be in your kids' lives, you've got to respect the boundaries their mother sets. That's not ego, that's leadership. That's a woman standing firm on what she believes is right for her children. When the footage hit social media, the internet went wild. Everyone had an opinion. Timelines were flooded with hot takes and play-by-play analyses like it was a championship game. Some people rode with Jaden, saying she had every right to draw that line and protect her kids' space. Others sympathized with Chrisian, arguing she just wanted her son to see his dad. But most folks weren't buying her act. They remembered everything she did while Blueface was locked up, and the streets have a long memory. Loyalty is currency, and once you spend it recklessly, you can't get it back. At its core, this isn't just messy baby mama drama. It's a story about loyalty, respect, and accountability. There's a code, especially when someone's doing time. How you move in that period says everything about your character. Chrisian broke that code, and now she's facing the fallout. You can't act wild for months and then expect everyone to pretend it never happened. Trust doesn't work like that. It's earned, not requested. As for Blueface, he's standing at a crossroads. Trying to please both women is a losing game. One's protecting her peace, the other's trying to rebuild her credibility. If he's smart, he'll shift his focus entirely to his kids and find a way to co-parent without feeding the chaos. But let's be real, with the personalities involved and the emotions running high, this story's far from over. Jaden's going to keep holding down her household and setting firm boundaries. Chrisian's going to keep trying to prove she still has a place in his life. And Blueface? He's stuck in the middle, learning the hard way that integrity and consistency matter more than fame, drama, or clout ever will. Let's keep it real. Chrisian should have stayed solid while her baby daddy was behind bars instead of moving like she didn't have a man or a family waiting on her. Jaden, on the other hand, shouldn't even have to step in to shield her kids from chaos that has nothing to do with them. And Blueface? He's the common denominator here. At some point, he's got to own the mess he created by juggling two women who were never built to coexist peacefully. This is exactly what happens when people don't think past the moment, when emotion takes the wheel and accountability gets left behind. Now, 3 innocent children are stuck in the crossfire of grown-up choices gone wrong. The streets are watching closely, waiting to see how each player handles the next move. Can Chrisian clean up her image and show that she's capable of loyalty and growth? Will Jaden continue to stand firm as the stable, grounded mother holding the line? And most importantly, will Blueface finally step up, mature, and take charge of the situation like a real man should? One thing's for sure, this story is nowhere near finished. Both women are still locked in a silent battle for the same man's attention, and neither seems ready to tap out. But if we're calling this round, it's clear Jaden held her ground with class and conviction. Stay tapped in, because this saga is far from over. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who handled it better in your eyes, Team Jaden or Team Chrisian? Until next time, stay sharp, stay real, and always move with intention.